And now I would like to call upon Anand Bhaskar, Managing Director, Global Service Provider Business, Cisco India and SAARC, sharing his insights on Internet of Future. Anand Bhaskar is a seasoned business leader in the IT services industry with expertise in leading large business units, strategic partnerships, and transformation programs across India, Asia Pacific, and global clients. At Cisco, Anand is the managing director for the global service provider business for Cisco India and SAARC region. He's responsible for business performance across telecom service providers, media, and the entertainment industry. Over to you, Mr. Bhaskar.
What got you here won't get you there. These words of Marshall Goldsmith reminds us constantly on the need to change, evolve and accelerate the cadence of innovation in order for us to continue to be successful. Hello, my name is Anand Bhaskar from Cisco Systems and I am excited to deliver this keynote address on the future of the internet on the occasion of the Telecom Leadership Forum organized by Voice and Data. Prior to the pandemic, thanks to 4G, internet traffic was already growing at a fairly rapid clip. And then we have the new normal and the 2 years in between. We need to acknowledge, commend the stellar role that our service providers across the world and especially so in India have done to help us all pivot to some semblance of a new normal. Had it not been for them, the economic impact of not being connected would have been nothing short of catastrophic. This work has not stopped here. In fact, in my opinion, it's just begun. Businesses are facing a completely new set of priorities. First, they have to reimagine how they design, develop and deploy their applications. That was true before too, but has only got heightened on account of the pandemic. Applications are how services are delivered and consumed by their customers, by their employees and everyone and their entire ecosystem. It is in fact how companies build a relationship between their brand and their customers. Applications earlier on used to be an adjunct or an extension to the business, but in a lot of cases today they are the business. Hence, it's so critical for CTOs and CIOs to reimagine how they build their applications. In the connected world, the network is the nervous system that allows everything to work together and in a seamless manner. So while on the one hand it has created limitless possibilities, on the other hand it has introduced incredible complexity. So it's very critical for CTOs and CIOs to relook at how they transform their entire infrastructure. Third, security has always been of critical importance to our customers and to our businesses across. And now it has become even more important, even more complex with the pandemic expanding the attack surface almost exponentially. So securing the data becomes another critical imperative for the CTOs and CIOs. And last, if the pandemic taught us anything, it is that work is not a place you go to. In fact, it is something that you do from anywhere. Given that change in perspective, customers will have more employees than ever working remotely, either permanently or in a hybrid work. So customers must be able to empower their teams irrespective in this entire hybrid work scenario. These 4 priorities that I outlined have a significant impact on the network, and Cisco has been helping service providers transform the entire network economics. We are doing this by helping our customers grow their revenue through new market opportunities, either in the enterprise space or in the consumer space. We help them by reducing their costs, by reducing complexity of the network, automating operations, mitigating the risk with trust, security support, and last but not the least, at a foundational level, also provide financial structuring for the overall proposition. Let's start by taking a hard look at the internet today. Quite frankly, the underbelly of the internet is horrifyingly messy due to the legacy and the issues that rapid growth brings along with it. The biggest problem? IP and optical networks operate in silos and often in conflict. A tradition of using separate networks with multi-layered architectures is now unproductive, complex, and expensive to operate. That needs to end. What's the solution? Routed optical networking allows us to converge IP transport functions with the optical interconnects, simplifying these network layers, which drives huge amount of savings. We must simplify the internet to deliver future experiences and the immense and the significant need for bandwidth going forward. And more importantly, this is an opportunity to sort of with the economics being managed, an opportunity to connect the underserved and to close the digital divide. If you look at these two areas, we see a shift happening on four broad dimensions. First and foremost is the flattening of the network, which means delayering complex service provider networks that is currently there, ensuring that there is an end-to-end software defined network, there is end-to-end automation to enable intelligent services, telemetry, IoT, so on and so forth. That is that is a very important portion if we have to improve the network economics. Second, very importantly, is the data center transformation. As we proliferate mobile broadband networks, data happens at the edge, and the second major transformation is all about creating disaggregated data center architectures to capture the data where it gets produced. That is the most important priority. As we all know, data is perishable. If you delay processing, you lose value. Mobile edge compute, service edge compute, wherein data is analyzed at the edge, processed, security applied, and then value extracted and given back to the consumer. To enable that, operators are resorting to leaf and spine architectures so that they don't have to bring data all the way back to the core. Traditionally, this was being done at the core, but now more and more data gets processed and sort of value extracted at the edge. So this is the second important transformation that we are seeing. Third one is the Uberization of the OSS BSS. Historically, we have built monolithic fault management and field management, ticketing and billing systems. Now we are in an age of digital value creation wherein folks are looking for instant gratification. Consumers should now have the ability to sort of provision their bills, payments online, which they anyway are doing today. This calls for a shift to a very different model, what in my view we call the 2.0 of OSS BSS. And lastly, as data becomes our mainstream business, enabling enterprises and critical structures becomes very much mainstream. And to enable that, we have to take care of data at every stage of the network, right? And hence, ensuring security is front and center of every change we make on the network is absolutely key. I began this session by talking about the priorities for CTOs and CIOs. Now let me explain how 5G helps solve these priorities and at the same time opens up new opportunities. Firstly, it will help CTOs and CIOs reimagine their application. With the ability to transmit huge amounts of data at faster speeds, 5G will help bridge the gap between customers, apps, and business technologies. Second, 5G will also help transform the overall network infrastructure. 5G is designed to support almost close to 100x increase in traffic capacity and deliver network efficiency. With 5G, businesses will be able to create multiple virtual networks with just one physical system. And it will also help boost real-time predictive maintenance, smarter automation, and a whole new set of which in turn will enable developing new business models. 5G will also help secure their data. Why? Because 5G encrypts more data, it is more secure and hence less prone to interception. And 5G is also much more software and cloud-based system than the previous wireless networks, which will allow for better monitoring and spot potential threats much in advance. And last but not the least, 5G will also help empower the teams. Because 5G allows millions of devices to connect simultaneously, and in addition, given the fact that by nature it delivers much higher data speeds, much lower latency, higher reliability, it helps It helps provide a much more uniform experience to all users, especially in a hybrid world where some of them will be in the office, some of them will be on the video or on a device or on connected to the network. It is so important for all of them to feel connected and sort of have the same experience of a meeting. In summary, as we redefine the future of the internet in the 5G era, it will be marked by a transformation of monumental significance. Long ago, data ran over voice networks, dial-up modems over telephone lines. At higher speeds, the economics inverted and voice over IP ran over data networks. IP services will no longer primarily run over optical networks. Instead, optical services will join the rest of the legacy services and primarily run over IP networks. The advent of 5G opens a new world of possibilities for every industry. The benefits are spread across industries that are on the cusp of their digital journeys, be it manufacturing, be it logistics, be it education, be it financial services, be it smart cities, you name it, and we will be able to transform that there. These networks play a crucial role in providing a competent platform to support the widespread adoption of critical communication services and driving the digitization agenda. We at Cisco are engaging in 360-degree partnerships with all leading service providers to help prepare their networks for 5G by enabling an open, intelligent, and a secure network platform. Secondly, by helping digitize their operations, and last but not the least, enhancing their go-to-market strategies to help build the internet of the future and secure a much better returns on their investments. With that, I would like to thank Voice and Data for having given us this opportunity to present the keynote address on the future of the internet, which we believe is so important as we sort of get into the 5G era and hopefully make the first 5G call in this calendar year itself. Thank you so much and look forward to catching up soon. Thank you. Bye.